Welcome to this full body intermediate Hatha flow. So we'll just start by immediately bringing some slow movement, doing some slow circles with the head, inhaling as we come up and exhaling as we go back down. So just moving gently here, following the breath, waking up all through the neck and the upper back. And then we'll slowly change direction. If there's any area of tension, you can just stay and breathe in this area for a couple of breaths. Bringing the chin down to the chest before slowly reaching the arms forward to wherever feels comfortable and dropping the neck down. So just finding length all through the back here, not trying to push or strain. We'll bring the hands to the right side, feeling a stretch in the side body, and then slowly over to the left side. And from here, slowly making our way back up to center. Bring the right hand down to the mat, lifting the left hand up. Reaching up, finding length as we change sides. So again, moving with the breath here, inhaling as you reach up and exhaling as you fold, making sure both sitting bones are still on the floor. And the next time you fold, we'll just stay here for a couple of breaths, keeping length all through the side body, making sure you're still breathing here, and inhaling to reach up and exhaling as we bring it down to the other side, waking up through the side body. And on your next inhale, lifting back up, bringing the left hand to the right knee, looking over the right shoulder in a spinal twist, keeping length through the back here, breathing into this twist. And on your next inhale, we'll lift the hands back up to center and we'll change sides. And inhaling as we slowly come back to center. Coming forwards, and from here we'll find our tabletop position. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start with some cat-cows, dropping the belly, looking forwards. And rounding the spine, looking towards the belly button. So inhaling as we come forwards. And exhaling as we round the spine. Moving nice and slowly, following the breath here. And we'll slowly start to make circles with the body. So inhaling to bring the hips to the right side, coming forwards, and exhaling, bringing the hips to the left as we come back into a child's pose. Again, following the breath here. And we'll change direction here, bringing the hips to the opposite side. And if it ever gets too much, you're welcome to just stay in child's pose here. And on your next exhale, we'll come into a wide-legged child's pose, bringing the big toes together, knees wide, reaching the arms forwards, relaxing the forehead to the mat. And inhaling to slowly come back up into our tabletop position. Exhaling as we tuck the toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog. So pushing away from the mat with the hands, finding length through the spine. We'll start to slowly walk the feet in small baby steps up to the top of the mat. Coming into a nice gentle forward fold, just relaxing the whole upper body down. And inhaling as we reach the hands up, and exhaling to bring the hands to heart center, coming into some sun salutations here. So inhaling as we reach up, exhaling to fold forwards, inhaling to step the left leg back into a low lunge, and exhaling downward dog. Breath retention as we bring knees, chest, chin to the mat, and inhaling as we come forward into cobra. Exhaling into downward facing dog, and inhaling to step the left leg forwards. Exhaling back leg up to meet the front, and inhaling as we reach all the way up, hands to heart center. Inhaling to reach up once again, exhaling to fold forwards. Right leg steps back this time, looking forwards, and exhaling back into downward facing dog. Knees, chest, chin meet the mat, and inhaling as we come forwards. Exhaling into downward facing dog, and inhaling to step the right leg forwards, and exhaling as we come back into our forward fold. Inhaling to reach all the way up, and exhaling hands to heart center. Inhaling once again, and exhaling as we fold forwards. Inhaling to step the left leg back, and exhaling into our downward facing dog. Bringing knees, chest, chin, and inhaling into cobra. Exhaling once again into downward dog, and inhaling to step our left leg forwards into our low lunge. Exhaling, back leg comes up, and inhaling to reach the hands all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Reaching up once again, exhaling into our forward fold. This time the right leg steps back, and exhaling back into downward dog. Knees, chest, chin, coming forwards into our cobra, and exhaling back into downward facing dog. Right leg coming forward into the low lunge. Exhaling as we step our left leg up. Inhaling to reach both the hands up, and exhaling hands to heart center. We'll just stay here in mountain pose, feeling into the benefits of the practice, and just staying with the breath here and making sure it's still nice and long. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Inhaling as we reach up, and exhaling as we fold forwards into our forward fold. Inhaling as we come back up, and exhaling to slowly fold back down. Again, moving with your breath here. Inhaling to reach up, and exhaling, making sure you're folding forwards from the hips. And the next time you fold forwards, we'll just stay here in our forward fold, making sure you're not straining or pushing, just finding wherever feels comfortable for you. And then inhaling to reach all the way back up, and exhaling hands to heart center. From here, we're going to step our right leg back, straightening through the front leg without locking it. Inhaling as we lift the arms up, and exhaling to fold forwards from the hips. Bring the hand down to wherever feels comfortable, either on the leg, or you can bring it down to the mat. And coming into our triangle pose here. So gaze towards the right hand, keeping length through the spine. Inhaling to really reach up, finding length. And exhaling as we drop the hand down, bend through the front knee and come into a high lunge. Reaching through the hands. And then we'll slowly come back to the top of the mat. Stepping back with the left leg this time, straightening through the front leg. Inhaling as we bring the hands up and exhaling again to fold forwards from the hips, coming into our triangle pose. Keeping the gaze up, or if it feels too intense, you can also drop the gaze to the hand on the floor. Inhaling in and exhaling once again to bend through that front knee, coming into our high lunge, lifting the hands up, feeling strong through the legs here. Inhaling in and exhaling as we come back to the top of the mat, reaching up as we inhale and exhaling as we fold forward, stepping or jumping back into plank, and inhaling as we come forwards, exhaling to lower down, and inhaling as we come up into our cobra. You also have the option here to go forwards, going into chaturanga, straight into upward facing dog. So wherever you are in cobra or upward facing dog, we'll stay here, inhaling in and exhaling to come back into downward facing dog. We're going to come into a flow here, so inhaling to come forwards into upward facing dog and exhaling to push back into downward facing dog. So moving with the breath nice and slowly. And inhaling this time to step the left leg forwards between the hands, lifting up through the left arm, keeping the back knee off the floor. Exhaling to release the back knee and the hand down. Inhaling as we look forwards and exhaling to straighten the front leg. And we'll keep moving here, so coming into half splits on the exhale and inhaling to come forward into our low lunge. Again, moving at your own pace without straining or pushing. And still keeping a slight bend in the knee in the half splits. And then on your next exhale, we'll stay here for a few breaths, dropping the head down towards the knee, making sure you can still breathe easily here. And inhaling as we come back forwards, pressing up on the back knee and exhaling into downward dog. Inhaling to come into our upward facing dog once again and exhaling to push back. And if it gets too much, you also have the option of just staying in child's pose here. And this time, stepping our right leg between the hands and lifting up through the right hand, coming into a twist. Back knee stays off the floor. Inhaling in and exhaling as we come back down. Again, inhaling to look forwards and exhaling as we come into half splits. And once again, moving at your own pace. Making sure when you're in the lunge, the front knee isn't coming over the front ankle. So if it is, you can just move the back leg back a little bit. And again, moving nice and gently with the breath. And the next time you exhale, just holding here, keeping the hips facing forwards, relaxing the head down towards the knee. When you're ready, inhaling to come forwards, lifting the knee up, and exhaling back into downward facing dog. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths, pushing the heels down towards the mat, Feeling a stretch all through the back body, and inhaling as we bring the knees to the mat, exhaling into our child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the mat, reaching forwards through the hands, just relaxing down here, feeling into the breath. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come back forwards. We're going to bring the legs to one side, bringing the knees out in front, and lowering ourselves down onto the mat, bringing the heels so you can just reach them with the fingertips, and inhaling to lift the hands behind the head, coming into bridge, exhaling to release everything back down. And again, just moving with your own breath here. So inhaling as you reach up, and exhaling to release everything back down. And the next time you're in the pose, we'll just hold here, pushing up through the hips, keeping the chin slightly tucked, weight in the heels, and feeling strong through the legs. And exhaling as we come back down, hugging the knees into the chest, and just rolling out through the lower back, maybe from side to side or in circles, just finding what feels good for you. And from here, hugging the left leg into the chest, right leg out long, bringing our left arm to the side and crossing the left leg over towards the right side, gaze towards the left arm, making sure both the shoulder blades are grounded here and not trying to force the knee to the floor, just feeling a nice stretch through the spine. And on an inhale, we'll bring everything back to center, this time crossing the left leg over the right and threading the needle, flexing slightly through the feet to protect the knees, and feeling a stretch in the outer glute. And then from here, we'll keep our right leg hugged into the chest, allowing the left leg out long. This time, bringing the right leg over to the left side and gaze towards our right hand. Again, shoulder blades glued to the floor. You can use a block to support the knee if that feels better. And on your next inhale, bringing everything back to center, this time crossing the right leg over the left leg, threading the needle and hugging the knees gently towards the chest. Again, flexing slightly through the feet. When you're ready, we'll release, coming into our reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, releasing the knees to the side. You can use the hands to apply slight pressure for a stronger stretch. Or if it's a bit too much, just moving the feet a little bit further away from the body. And then we'll use the hands to guide the knees together. And from here, we'll slowly let the legs go out long, coming into our final relaxation, Shavasana. So just making any last adjustments here, finding a comfortable position for you, and just allowing the body to completely sink into the mat, feeling into the benefits of the practice, Noticing how your body feels now compared to when you first started. And just giving yourself this time to allow the body and the mind to just completely let go and be present. So allowing the breath to be soft and natural. Releasing any tension you might be holding in the face. Relaxing the shoulders down. And just feeling the body become heavier, sinking into the mat. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like, or if you feel ready, we'll turn over onto our right hand side. Just staying here for a moment before slowly lifting ourselves back up into a seated position. And we'll finish the class here, bringing the hands together at the heart, bowing forwards. Namaste.